3, 2, 1, and I'm live.
You're listening to The Voice, 17104.com.
All right. We here for another week. I don't even know how many shows we done did, but we done did a bunch of them. We are here on the show. That's right. We are here on the show tonight. Let's go! All right. Welcome. Ha! What's going on? What's going on? America, what's going on, America? Yes, sir. My name is Kenny Robinson. As I can always say, and I always do say, I can't control what happens on the streets of New York, DC, Philadelphia, but I can always control what happens right here on Kenny's Corner. Oh yeah, we ready here. We got some barn burners. Y'all seen the advertisement earlier, asking the question, is there still a problem with interracial dating, and why? That was fueled by LeBron James's son and Bill Gates's daughter. But before we get there, this is crazy, man. This world is crazy. Sorry about my Facebook. It's buffering for those who are watching it on Facebook. Yeah,
I see it. You want to restart it, reboot it?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on.
That looks like it.
I'm gonna end it and start it again.
It's all right.
But anyway. Huh? No, yeah, I always turn. I just can't get it up now. Okay. Let's try this right here. Let's try it right here. Technical difficulties, you know. All right, here we go. So, here we go. I'm so sorry. You know, first of all, when it comes to technology, it does what it wants to do. When it gets to buffering and all that kind of stuff, I ain't got time for all that. But listen to this. The state of North Carolina. The state of North Carolina has a bill in place. Yeah, we're good now. The state of North Carolina has a bill in place right now. This bill states, now I don't think it's going to get passed, but I didn't think the abortion was going to get passed either, or the non-abortion was going to get passed. But they have a bill right now stating you can murder a woman if she is planning on having an abortion. You can prove that, then it will be okay to kill her. My Lord, where are we going? Where are we going? Benzina, you said, where is the picture? I see your comments, Benzina. You still can't see my picture? Okay. We're trying to get it here. But can you imagine passing a law? This is why voting is important. Can you imagine passing a law that it's okay to kill a woman because she's going to have an abortion and you get off scot-free? A life for a life? Are you for real? Yo, it's getting crazy. It is literally getting crazy that well, we not casting stones. I know that's right. Okay, we see you now. Good. And it's just so crazy that I don't think it's going to get passed in North Carolina, but the fact that somebody wrote this bill up, that it's okay to kill a woman if she wants an abortion or she's going to have an abortion. And if you can prove that to save the baby's life, it will be okay to murder that woman. Peace, bro. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But this is where we're going. This is where we're going to save the race. Because it's really not the blacks that's getting a lot of the abortion. It's really not Hispanics. It's really not Asians. 40% of abortions are white females. Yeah, I just want lawmakers to make sense. 40% of abortions are from white females. And they're saying in their mind that if they can, and this is documented, that if they can curb that 40%, the race would still be the super race, the majority race. So, this whole piece is all going to tie in together. But I just thought that was real interesting that lawmakers would go as far as to say, then let's just take the woman out and save the baby. That makes no sense to me. Now, I got a lot of comments on, and they were positive comments. Thank you for my viewers. There were a lot of positive comments about interracial dating. Okay, educate me, Lee. Educate me. LeBron James' son took a young girl who happens to be white to the prom. And the ignorance that spewed out of people's mouth was ridiculous. They said things like, we lost another one to a greedy, hungry white girl. He looks like his daddy, but he couldn't find no one who looked like mommy. This is the world we live in. He took her to the prom. I know, B. He took her to the prom. He took her to the prom. He didn't marry her, which I have no problem with. He didn't marry her. They ain't got a baby together. He took her to the prom. And all of these ridiculous statements start flooding the media, social media. Now, how many of you out there has married your prom date? I'll wait. I'll wait. How many has married your prom date? I didn't marry my prom date. I wasn't even dating my prom date. But LeBron, because he is LeBron James' son, and he shows up in a $300,000 Mercedes Benz, Kim said, me. I know that's right, Kim. And look, America said, I went solo, right? So it's a prom date. Why would you make a big deal out of a prom date of a 17-year-old boy? Not a man. Yeah, he may be an excellent high school basketball player. Yeah, he may be going to the pros. But why are you putting this much pressure on this boy right now? 17 years old. Yes, he's been not many, but prom nights do have actions. Yes, prom night does have actions. You know, I didn't have no action on my prom night, but that ain't the point. The point is, it's the prom. And people are dating people all day long at the prom. Everyone thinks, Wendy Weaver says, everyone thinks they always have to pass opinions about others. Yes, this is the point of this whole show, of this whole segment on interracial dating or the appearance of dating. He took her to the prom. I don't know how much I can stress this, the prom. We're gonna really get into it because on the flip side of this, Bill Gates' youngest daughter, it got a picture of him, of a black young man. Prom is not till death do his part. Exactly, B. Bill Gates' youngest daughter, a young black man kissed her on the cheek. I want y'all to get this. He kissed her on the cheek. That's it. He kissed her on the cheek. But from that, it said, it said that now Bill Gates is going to be upset. He's going to come out with a new virus to stop this relationship. Are you for real? Can you imagine this black man showing up at Thanksgiving with a gun? What? The black race got the bag now. We're getting ready to, take Bill Gates' money. Are you serious? Are you serious? He kissed her on the cheek. That's all they know. For all we know, she could have helped him pass a physics final, and he kissed her on the cheek. You're right. A relationship starts with a kiss, but on the cheek, really? Right. I mean, she could have did anything. She could have stopped some people from talking about him, and he kissed her on the cheek. That don't mean you dating. That don't mean you dating. That don't mean you're in a relationship. That don't mean you sleeping around because he kissed her on cheek. Wendy said, well, we just all need to love everyone for who they are. That's right, Wendy. Lee said some people need a hobby, and it shows. That's right, Lee. They need a hobby bad. And so my question is, interracial relationships. Is it a problem? Or is it not a problem? And if it is a problem, why? I want to hear from you guys. 717-889-7181. 717-889-7181. Wendy says if they are dating, it's their business. Right, Wendy. If they are dating, it is their business. But for right now, it was a kiss on the cheek. Man, if I got in trouble or got accused of dating everybody I kissed on the cheek, man, I'd be a gigolo. They called me sugar wooger for real for a kiss on the cheek. Bill Jones, anytime our people are out in public with a white woman or some other race, you are being watched, judged, and talked about. Bill, you walking down the street, especially the black man in any setting. So, Bill, I see your point. You are judged. We are judged. But does that make it right? See, the point I'm trying to raise, Ben said it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Problems are in the mind. One may see something as a problem, and the next person may not see it that way, in that way. Right. Exactly. Won't even see it that way. There are a lot of good interracial couples. And here's the funny thing. When you say interracial couples, you know what we automatically think? Black and white. There's more races out there in America than black and white. I'm sorry. You got Italian, you got Spanish, you got Belize. I mean, you got Greek, you got all kind of races out there. But when you say mixed marriages, we automatically go to it had to be a black man or a black woman. That's something else. B says ministers kiss folk on the cheek all the time. What does that say? Uh-oh. Now I gotta quit kissing people on the cheek in church. I can't be the cheek guy. And so who has the biggest problem, do you think? Because I'm wondering what race has the biggest problem. First, I thought it was the white race. And now it's like, nah, because the black race is just as bad. I mean, LeBron Jr. took a girl to the prom, and they almost lost their mind. They said, we lost another one. Another one. What are we losing to? Love is something else. Have you ever seen the movie The Bronx Tales? The Bronx Tales, if you've never seen this movie, go to Netflix. It's an old movie. If you go to Netflix and pull up Bronx Tales, it is the perfect story for this show. The Bronx Tales was about a young black girl who got bused to an all white or Italian side of the town to their school. And all of a sudden, this young Italian boy saw that black girl and went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And it was on from there. Dave Smith says a lot has to do with the person kissing. Is it you got cut off, Dave? I don't know what you said. A lot to do with the person kissing. It is I don't know. Lost him. Where did he go? I don't know. Yeah. So kissing somebody on the cheek Newsflash, America, does not mean you're in a relationship. I'm sorry. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how you twist it. I don't care what you do. I don't care what it looks like to you. Kissing somebody on the cheek is not a relationship. Yeah, Wendy said, look at the minds with politics. Oh, this is everything with politics. Oh, I don't know why they would give these two young people. Now hold on now. Here's the thing. Jennifer Gates, his oldest daughter, married outside of her race. And she married an Egyptian. Ain't nobody even heard that. Ain't nobody even heard that. Boy, he looks a little like he could pass for white or mixed or something. He's mixed with something. But he's Egyptian. And he's a millionaire. So all of a sudden, the naysayers couldn't say because he wanted Bill's money. See, that got thrown out the window right there. We always have to find a reason why we don't like the other race. Because the question is, why don't we? What have they done to you personally? You have to ask yourself that question sometime. Is it learned behavior or earned behavior? I think I said something right there. Is it learned behavior or an earned behavior? Because sometimes we treat people because they earned it, because they have done something to us. They have earned it. 717-889-7181. That's 717-889-7181. Yeah, Kay really said keyword millionaire. That's right. It don't make a difference what racial relationship you're in, but those that don't agree is the bigot, not the couple. That's right. That's right. And so it takes a lot of guts on both sides to want to date outside of your race, whether you're dating Asian, Korean. America said it's a generational issue. Someone breaks the cycle until someone breaks the cycle. And listen, we've been trying to break cycles. America, you're so right. But we have been trying to break cycles since the cycle started. And people just don't want to get up off of it. Nellie said, you are speaking of interracial relationships. That is not so when we're out and the people here call me mom. God. Yes. It's a learned behavior. That's right. Love has no color. Exactly. Yeah. Love has no color. It is a learned behavior that we need to break. We need to love everybody. You know what I mean? I got black friends, I got white friends. Now, have I ever been attracted to a white woman? Yes, absolutely. I mean, when you think about it, you can't help what you're attracted to. You see an attractive woman, what are you gonna say? Oh, she's attractive, but I ain't never dated a white woman. I never did that, but that's not the point. If you're attracted, you're just attracted. That's all. People get mad when you're attracted. Well, I ain't attracted to them. Okay, well, that's your preference. But, hey, I love people for people. But the question, how does it feel, ladies? How does it feel when you see a black man dating a white woman? Or ladies, how do you feel when you see your white man with a black man? 717-889-7181. How does that feel? Benzina said opposites attract. That's a fact. That's a fact. So some people have so many various reasons why. I don't think no one is going to get on this line today and be truthful and say why, because it's going to make them sound real crazy. It really is. It really is. On both sides, black, white, Asian, it don't make a difference. Oh, we got a call.
Go ahead, caller. You're on Kenny's
Hello?
Corner. Go ahead, caller. You're on Kenny's Corner.
Hello?
Go ahead, caller. You're on Kenny's Corner.
Oh, hello, Mr. Robinson. I would just like to say, honestly, for me, it makes me feel good. It warms my heart and makes me happy if I see a white man with a black lady or an Asian lady. As long as they're connecting and you can feel the vibe of love, it makes me feel great. I don't care if it's a black and black couple, a white and white, whoever's happy. And if they make each other happy, that's what it's all about.
All right. Thank you very much. Who was I talking to? Who am I talking to?
The one that keeps writing things down. You know who I am.
Oh, okay. Amen.
All right, thank you. I just wanted to say that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And you know what? Let me add one other thing.
Come on.
It has a lot to do with relationships, have a lot to do with what the two people put into the relationship. And so when you look at, and I'm not trying to bring economical, scenarios in it, but when you look at people that don't maybe have a lot, but they're trying to, live a young life or whatever, it might be all about babies. I don't care what race it is, and then sometimes it seems like different races get bad names and bad raps because of that. But really, life is a journey, as we all know, and it's hard to, relationships take work, is my point.
Yes.
And so, it all depends on your educational level too, as to how you're going to treat one another, maybe. And you could be the way up at the top and you could still treat somebody bad. So,
That's true. That's true.
anyway,
Thank you.
all right. Thank you, Mr. Rob.
All right now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. I can't say the camera. Camera keeps freezing. I'm sorry, y'all. Facebook is sometimes.
So the other feed is available.
It is good. He says, Nelly says, I am in my 70s and dated and lived with a white guy and was looked at differently than a brother with a white woman. Why? Woo! Why? Why would she be looked? I don't know. I don't know, Nelly. I don't know, Mama Rose. I think our brothers are they pretty hard too. I've seen them. I've seen them. I've seen them tripping. I've seen people trip behind this. It's a bigger problem when not only the race is different, but what about their faith? Now, faith is a whole different ballgame. Faith is really a different ballgame because somebody don't believe in God and you believe in God, and that's where you're at, and they don't. And you want to teach your children about God, and they want to teach their children there is no God. Oh, there's going to be a problem in the household. As the late Bernie Mac said, oh, there's going to be some furniture moving around. We're going to have a misunderstanding. but there are some beautiful Asian women out there. There's some beautiful Italian women, Spanish women, black women, white women. But some people, I heard one person tell me in my Uber, said they would date outside their race with no problem, but not a white one. They would date anybody else, but not white. Now, see, I was like, man, that's different. That's real interesting. This is why I say, is it learned or earned? Because sometimes we think about all the damages. Let's be honest. That's another show. Right, Lee, that's another show. We think about all the damage that one race has done to another race. And like for my mother, yeah, I couldn't see my mother even thinking about dating a white man all the time. She done got spit at and thrown at and stuff. Yeah, I could see that. And then here it comes down to my generation. And now the next generation. Our kids are so integrated, we can't even, say who they're going to marry or who they're not going to marry, who they're going to be attracted to. They're in school with them every day. They're in school with them every day. Yeah, Wendy said we need to stop looking at the race. That's right. Stop looking at races, the race. Wendy is a good friend of our family. And Wendy's, she cool on the other side of the pillow. Teresa says, I want to get her comment in here. Some people want to date outside their race, but won't because their families won't accept it. Yes. Yes. So what do you do? What do you do when you love somebody, but your family is hell bent on that not working? What do you do? Do you still push through it? Is my love strong enough? Yeah. MLK said it's best people should not be judged by the color of their skin, but the contents of their character. You know what I mean? If you got a good character, my dad told me that our race is dark enough and that I didn't have to make it. Didn't have to make it any darker. Yeah, listen, that was the air. Yeah, race has made to separate us. The color of our skin has literally separated people. Has separated people. You think about the look on your mama's face when you bring them home. That's right. And you got to. Because my mom wasn't for it. I'm telling you, my mom wasn't for it. She softened up as she got older. But boy, when I was 18, 17, my mom wasn't for it. Some of us grew up and lived with the biracial that is blood family, so it doesn't matter to some of us. That's true. Some people have been in biracial families their entire life, and it's hard for them to understand what's really going on. Wendy said, yes, that's right, Wendy. You are a girl. You are our girl. Wendy's Weaver, her dad was the athletic director for John Harris for about 1 million years. He was a cool dude. And we all come from one source. We are one, if you open your eyes. Lee, you ready to start another show, ain't you, Lee? Lee, you ready to go down another path, right? I see you, Lee. I see you pushing me. I'm not going to let Lee push me. I know, you right, Lee. We all come from one source. Now, it's been proven, it's been documented that mankind started in Africa. So, I hate to say it, but we all related. We all related. Some are just darker than others. And there's no problem with that. But I don't know why they're so worried about it. Maybe because they put all their hatchings in the color. Big Rick said, what did Big Pun say? I don't discriminate. Boy, you crazy. I don't discriminate, So, do you think, yeah, Lee is right. Do you think we all blood? That's right, Wendy. Boy, I got so many comments coming in. So, do you think really that LeBron James' son should deserve that kind of heat from a prom date? 717-889-7181. 717-889-7181. Do you all really believe, is there anybody believes that that kind of hatred is necessary in 2022? You will agree with your daughter being with a person of another race, but not the son. Now this is interesting. Teresa said you will agree with your daughter being with a person of another race, but not the son, if it will be a problem for some. Wow. Yes, I disagree. All right, Tressa. Listen, Tressa, you are hitting it. You're coming hard today. You don't normally say nothing, but you're coming hard today. You know, people, and that's another thing. People have different value systems on their daughters and their sons. And that's not right. That's not right. If you have a value system, it should be the same for the other. I know when my brother was growing up, how many of our black athletes gets jammed up with people in the other races? Yeah, Lord, that's a whole nother subject. They do get jammed up. They do get jammed up. Now listen, some of them, there are people who are money hungry. I'm not going to say that doesn't happen. You see a big, what's up, cuz? You see a big time football player, basketball player, baseball player, and they come out with different angles. They come out with all kinds of angles. And they try to get all that money. You know, I see it. But their core belief in the beginning says, I'm okay with dating whoever I want to date. I don't think they're doing it because now I got money, now I can go date a white girl or a Spanish girl or an Italian girl. I don't think that's the mindset. I think the mindset has already been there. I don't care who I date. It's just that now that I got money, I got more options. Now, you do know when you got more money, you got more options. But also, if you got more money, you got more problems. Gold diggers, no matter what race. That's right. Gold diggers, no matter what race, they just want to get paid. That's right, Dave. That's right. No one deserves that kind of hatred. Being with self-hatred. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You are right. Most have identity crisis. They don't know who they are. Yeah, that's true. They are confused in who they are. That is so true. He said, look at Tiger. Look at Kobe. All of them. And poor old Tristan Thomas should have just dated Kiki from the block. Just dated Kiki from the block. Oh, that is so funny. More money, more problems. That's right. Certain things money can't buy. But when you got money, you got options. You just got options. I'm sorry. And it doesn't make a difference what color it is. We want to make it a black and white issue, but it's the same professional athletes F up, and it's the same race relationship. You're right, Wendy. Doesn't mean it doesn't. It doesn't mean. I can go down the list of all the black athletes with black women that have blown it, you know. But we just want to focus on one side to make our point right, and I think we need to stop that. Yeah, options, but the relationship will not be strong. Huh? I don't know about that now. You got enough money. Somebody hang in there. Somebody hang in there, B. But we there was a book written, and it was called Why White Men Have More Fun. Oh, and there was some sad truths in that book. I'm sorry. One of them is because of the financial separation between white and everybody else. When you have more money, you have more leisure time. When you have more money, you can do other things. You don't have to worry about, can I pay the light bill? Is my rent going to be late this week? I don't worry about that. I don't worry about it. Because it was set up. It's not all about money. I know it ain't, Wendy. It ain't all about money. But money helps. Yeah. Money ain't everything. It's second best. Listen, money ain't everything. Hold up. I like this. Money ain't everything. But I heard this quote. It said, money doesn't make you happy. She said, but I've been poor. I'll take money any day. Stop it. We know money changes things. So I don't know. Money is everything. When a gallon of milk is $6, I know that's right. Yeah, you got somebody coming in, I can get that milk, ain't no problem for that milk. We yeah, Dave said money is like air. Try living without it. Hey, I'm sorry. We all need financial security, and it is what it is. That's from Teresa. That's right. We all do need some type of financial security. I mean, I agree. But money ain't everything. Most people who say money ain't everything, either they got too much of it or none of it. But the person in the middle that's struggling every day, money is everything. Oh my goodness. 717 889-7181. 717-889-7181. Would the viewers here, would you date? Or is anyone on the line dating out of their race right now? Whether it be Asian, Italian, Black, white, is anybody right now on the line that's dating outside their race? If you are dating outside your race right now, please call in. I would love to hear your perspective of some of the things you had to go through. Teresa, I did. It was horrible. I can dig it. Take the money to the doctors and buy good health. All right, that's cool. I wish you could. You can't buy health though. You can buy maintenance. You can't buy health, but you can definitely buy some checkups. So if anybody's out there, 717 889-7181. Wendy laughing. Call in. I would love to hear. B says, sorry, I'm black on black. All right, B, and that's good. That's okay. Ain't nobody got a problem with it. But what is it? Why is it? See, no one's really told me. Right, ridiculous is what it was. Oh, it was ridiculous, Tressa. Lord have mercy. But why? Why do we? That's what I'm asking. Is it learned or earned? Why is it such a big stigma right now? In 2022, I'm saying. I'm not asking somebody who was born in the 30s and the 40s. I'm saying And somebody in this day and age, why is it a big stigma now? The question becomes, how much is enough? What is rich? Well, I can tell you one thing right now, Brother Dave, that if you have $3 million next year, you're gonna want $4 million. So there's never enough. Americans are, oh, we got another call coming in.
Go ahead, Carla, you're on Kenny's Corner.
Hey there, hey Kenny, this is your sister Barb.
Hey, Barb, how you doing?
Doing well. You know, being brought up in the same household, it is a learned behavior, especially when you come from parents who come up from that great North migration from the South, trying to run from all kinds of racial prejudices. It was hard for a mother of our mother to see their children perhaps even interested in dating someone white when she was called nigger.
Right.
And then my child is gonna be with somebody whose mother or grandmother called me a nigger.
Right.
But so I think this is learned behavior. And all these comments that I'm listening to, they are profound and they're very adult comments. And it's the high road, and that is what we should do. But the reality is, there is still so much pain about it in racism, and you can't get by it. Be truthful, sisters. If you with your girls and all of a sudden, your man, for whatever reason, black brother, he left you and he's dating a white woman. The first thing out of your mouth is like, I can't believe he left me for this woman. You're gonna say, I can't believe he left me for this white woman.
That is true.
Because it stings because it is saying to you, this white woman is better than me. And all through, from slavery, it has always been pushed upon a black woman that white is better. And if you were even a darker complexion, oh, you just might as well get in the back row. So when you see athletes and they are with women, women of different races, first of all, some of these women, they have worked hard to be in these circles where this money is being be dispersed upon them. They didn't come back to the neighborhood and say, wow, you want to go to the movie? First of all, they ain't got time. They're
Right.
on the road, and who's on the road? Call them gold diggers if you want. They said, well, that's my occupation. Because if I become Mrs. Gold Digger, I ain't got no problem anymore. So it is noble. And I think we still should continue to try to work for this, to be saying, listen, it's okay. My son's generation, it's cool with everyone, but we still are not past it. And that's why there is like behind closed doors. On this platform, we're like, yeah, it should be right. That's right. That's true. You're right. We need to love one another. But somewhere in the back, you talking, everything comes out and you're angry because you remember and it was learned and it's still in you. And if you want a better world, then we got to fight the demons, even in ourselves, and say, it's cool, let it go. All right, you can respond to that.
Amen.
I'll get on off the phone. All right.
Thank you, big sis. Yeah, she laid a lot of stuff down right there. But you know what? One of the things she did say that is so true, the fight begins with us. The fight begins with us. What makes us just, I can't do it. Yes, that was Barb. What makes us just can't do it? Is it, like you said, it is learned. It is learned. Because I can't say it's earned all the time, because I definitely didn't experience what my mom experienced, but man, whatever has been put in us is still in us. Dave, when I lived in Hawaii, all the kids of different nationalities played together with no problem and went to each other's minimum race, or went to each other with minimum race problems. I think if you grow up in a society like that, you're more apt to adapt. and it's learned. You know, you can put two all different, like I said, all different races together of babies, and they will grow up playing and being friends for the rest of their life. If you don't tell them that there's a problem, but we want to tell them that there's a problem. Yeah. So I think this is a wonderful conversation. I think it's an interesting conversation. And I think what Barb said is true, that this is an adult conversation. This is the high road. But I think there are still people that have an underlining dig on the other race. You know, I just can't. We even got people that says, I'm sure I can date out of my race, but I can't marry. I've heard that a bunch of times. Yeah, Tresha, the low tide is where the truth is. And I don't think we're taking the high road, and that's good for the show. That's really good. Let's take the high road. But the low tide is where the truth is. That low road, man, because people have some underlying issues that they probably don't want to talk about for fear of how it really is going to make them look. Yeah. Barb said yes. Yeah. It's for fear of how it's going to make them look. Because as much as we want to say other races are prejudiced, what we don't want to look at as our race, the Black race, and say, yes, and we are prejudiced too. That's really, stop telling them. If we quit telling our children that we shouldn't like another race, then they won't do it. But we keep telling them that so it won't happen. She said, I want to take the low road. I want the low road episode on Kenny After Dark. Ooh, what kind of show would that be? The minister got to stay on the light. The minister got to stay in the light. Oh man. But yes, I think some of it causes a barrier. Yes, when he does cause a barrier. And it always causes a barrier. Kids do not grow up hating other races. Kids don't see race at all. It is us. It is us who put it in the children. We always keep saying children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. But we won't let them lead. He said there are just as many Black races as whites. That's true. That is very true. That is very true. But we want to only give it to one race, and we have some issues too. We have some issues too, and that is the honest to goodness truth. We have to do better. We have to do better. For our children's sake. For our children's sake. I'm not saying encourage your child to date outside their race. I'm not saying that. But we have to encourage our children to be free thinkers. Think with their heart. You know, think with their own mind. If they fall in love with somebody, we have to be open-minded to say they love them. And I'm going to support them. Whether we like it or not, whether we go in the bedroom, shut the door and go, I can't believe she went so-and-so and so-and-so. I can't believe he brought so-and-so and so. But when you walk back out that door, hello, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Should I make a plate for you? Here you go. How you doing? Because we can't. We are perpetuating the system on all sides. All races do it. We have to quit perpetuating the system. So we all really fall short in this, picking and choosing. We do fall short. We do fall short. And And this topic was not to down a race or berate a race. It was trying to unify and to understand, like, why is it that we have to try to pick mates? So what if LeBron James' son took a white girl to the prom? So what? Race is the categorization of humans based on shared physics or social qualities into groups. She done went to the dictionary on me. You done went to the dictionary based on shared physical or social qualities into a group, generally viewed as distinct within a given society, primarily by their physical differences, skin color, hair texture, facial features, and eye formation. That is how it was back in the day, because physical features were those who passed for white. This is true. If you pass for white, you pretty much get a better position at the job. You know, everybody will start, $4 an hour. You start at $7 an hour, something like that. Yeah. And so it shouldn't matter. In 2022, our kids didn't grow up. Our kids didn't grow up like we grew up, and we have to face that. Our kids didn't grow up like our parents grew up. Our kids are growing up in a generation right now where they go with who goes with them. Yeah, some things we may never know. When it happens, the question is, what are we going to do about it? Yeah. What happens when it comes on your door? When the Asian girl knocks on your door and says, I'm here to see little Kenny. Yeah. Come on in, honey. My only question at my family members as far as dating outside our race is, do they love each other and practicing Christian behavior? Yeah, I think more importantly, Dave, that is the most important part. Are we on the same page religiously? Because if you're not, that's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem. So good point, Dave. We have to do better. We really have to do better. What are we going to do when it knocks on your door? How are you going to react? How are you going to react? I got time for one more call. 717-889-7181. And it's 717-889-7181. If I don't have any more callers, then we are just about out of time. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your insight. You guys have been wonderful. You shot from the hip on some things. Some things I felt you pulling back on, but that's okay. That's okay. Because what I really want you to realize is, what is it inside of me? Love you too, Wendy. What is it inside of me that I need to work on? Who's that? Who's that dog peeking in my window? That's right. Because I'm telling you, those of us who are Christians, what are we going to say when God asks us why? What are we going to say when the Creator says to you, why did you deny that person for their color? I don't want that. All right, y'all. Like we all say, because we ain't got no more time. We all out of time. I can't control what happens on the streets of New York, D.C., Baltimore, Pittsburgh. But I can control what happens right here on Kenny's Corner. So, goodbye. Woo! Huh? There's some ciphering through the comments to try to.